those girls should have never been in that courtroom. I don't know who thought it was a good idea for those young ladies to be in that courtroom as their father's sex life has been put on display. No, let's be for real. Delilah, Jesse, I don't know if Chance was there, but none of those young ladies should have been in that room. I know they're trying to do the sympathy card, having those kids sit there behind him and cry and look like they're scared, which they are scared, but it's not appropriate.
Diddy daughters got up and walked out in the middle of them talking about the things that their daddy was accused of. Now, personally, I don't know why they even allowed his young teenage daughters to attend this trial anyway when he is accused of some of the most nastiest things. Now, one of the dancers did come out and say that Diddy, him, Cassie, all got along good. He liked the Freak0ffs. He liked to participate in them. Cassie even paid him. But he said at one time, you know, Diddy came to the door with a damn banner on, only showing his eyes, covering everything else. And he witnessed Cassie being slumped. He also said the only reason he stopped doing them was because he witnessed Diddy putting his hands on her. I don't know what would make these people think his young teenage young women, his daughters, period, would want to hear that. I get the support, you know, support your daddy or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like this man is accused of some nasty stuff. Once these people get on trial and start on the stand and start talking about that stuff, they cannot watch what they say because his kids are in the room. You feel what I'm saying? I just feel like they need to have certain people in there because those are girls. Just imagine listening to your daddy having a person you thought he loved getting peed on and stuff like that. I don't know. How y'all feel about this? Do y'all feel like them girls should have stayed out the courtroom? Because I really, really do. And I just feel like this case is fit to get so messy.
Unpopular opinion about the Diddy case that y'all may not agree with me on is that his daughters need to be in that courtroom. Everybody keeps saying, oh, they don't need to be there. They don't need to hear that. They don't need to see that. Yes, they do. And I'm not going to lie, especially the twins. I feel like Chance knows who he is, but I feel like the twins, I don't know. I feel like they still see him as the person that he's not, especially with him, their mom. They definitely need to see who he is. Just think about it. They're all 18. Chance turns 19 in July, and she's 5 months older than the twins. So they'll all be 19 by the end of this year. He started messing with Cassie when she was 19 years old, and he was 36 years old when he started doing all of these things to her. She said that between 6 months and a year into their relationship, they started the Freak0ffs, which means that she was still 19 years old, possibly 20. Either way it goes, they will be 19 this year, and they will understand all the things that their dad did to a girl their age. Why would they not need to be in the courtroom? And I don't know. I seen somebody say that they think that he's groomed Quincy. And I totally agree because I just find it absolutely insane that Quincy is at these things. And I know they had a tight bond, but the fact that Al B. Short is still alive and Quincy is just it's just something's not adding up with that. I don't know. It's not making no sense to me and I don't like it. But
during the ongoing trial involving Sean Diddy Combs, disturbing and graphic allegations have emerged, with testimony from multiple witnesses, including Cassie and a male escort named Daniel Phillip. The court heard explicit details about Diddy's alleged abuse, sexual misconduct, and manipulation. These included coerced sex acts, physical violence, control over Cassie's life and career, and attempts to cover up evidence. Shockingly, Diddy's young daughters, Chance, Jesse, and Delilah, were present in court for much of this testimony. They reportedly walked out in distress multiple times, experiencing panic attacks and emotional breakdowns. Insiders say they're in therapy and suffering social consequences due to their father's scandal. Despite warnings from his legal team, Diddy insisted on having them there to improve his public image.
And why the hell Diddy daughters in that courtroom with him while he on trial? I don't care what the case may be. I don't care if it's my mama, my dad, my sister, my brother, my cat, my fish. If you do any of the things that Diddy has done to these people that everybody's saying that he has done, I don't care who you are. I don't even want to be in contact with you ever again. That's their dad. So what? He's a pedophile, a woman abuser, and everything else in the book. Because everybody not lying on him. These folks not lying on him. This man needs to be up under the jail for all the stuff that he done did. And his daughters are sitting there listening to everything that he has done. I know this is very traumatizing for them, and I'm not understanding why they're there. And I really hope he didn't request them to be there and making them come, because you're sick. And that's disgusting. If it was my dad, you wouldn't even get in contact with me every other life. You would never see me again. My name changed. Everything about me has changed. You wouldn't even know who I am if you see me walking on the streets. Like, absolutely not. I don't care if you're my mama, my daddy. If you do them type of things that Diddy has done, go on it. Remove me from your mind. Remove me from your everything. Remove me, period. Because I'm going to remove my motherfucking self. Imagine sitting there and listening to every disgusting, evil thing that your dad has done to multiple people. And then he had y'all mom, and y'all still there. If y'all mom was alive right now, I promise y'all would never be in that courtroom with this man. I don't know why any of his family members are there. Because absolutely not. That means you're supporting that. I don't care. You're supporting what he did. And that man needs to be under the jail. I don't even want him in a cell, protective custody, none of that. Under. Matter of fact, penalty it is. Because no, absolutely not. No. Everything these people say that he has done to them, he has done. And they have evidence of it. Most of the evidence that he has done to half of these people. Like, no. Absolutely. What type of evil person walking around? Like, this man is the devil walking around earth, y'all. Like, imagine how many other people in the industry have done this. And we just not have heard about it. Or everybody just swept it on the rug. And this man been doing this for how many years, y'all? And they just catching him. They just now arresting him. Like, people just now speaking up. Nah. This is crazy.
Cassie's testimony confirmed years of abuse, surveillance, and fear, drawing parallels to the late Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner and the mother of his twins. Witnesses described brutal physical assaults and efforts to isolate and control both women. Videos and photos shown in court further supported the allegations. Critics say Diddy is using his children for sympathy, causing them trauma in the process. Many argue the girls should never have been in the courtroom and that their presence is doing more harm than good.
I'm just going to say the quiet part out loud about Diddy's children, okay? And y'all can call me crazy, but I stand 10 toes down on what I say. I secretly believe that his kids will be glad to see him locked up in prison. I think they have seen and witnessed way more abuse than we could ever possibly imagine. I believe he's made the boys, we don't even know about the girls, but let me just focus on the boys because they're older. We don't know if he SA'd his sons. We don't know if he pimped them out and turned them into Smex workers and made them sleep with women and men. We don't know what types of trauma these children have been subjected to. Yet they had to put on a happy face in front of the cameras to protect the image of their fathers. I believe once this man is sentenced to life in prison, because I do believe he's never going to see the light of day ever again, I think his children will feel a sense of relief. I believe his children will feel a sense of relief, especially Quincy. People keep asking, why is Quincy, there with him and not with his father, I'll be sure. Quincy is in a very tight spot, y'all. Did you ever think that Quincy has to protect his sisters? Do you ever think that, if Quincy speaks up about his real feelings about his father, stepfather, if he really tells people the things that happened to him, if he was traumatized by Diddy, if he witnessed Diddy beating his mother, don't you think if he spoke up, he puts his own life at risk? Don't you think that Diddy put the fear in all his children? So I say his kids are playing along. They're going along with it. He gets life in prison. There's going to be a sense of relief. And before you tell me I'm wrong, how many of you ladies dated a jailbird? I definitely did, and it was the first and last time I will ever do it. And one thing that I noticed, if you date or deal with a man who's been previously incarcerated or is going to be incarcerated, you'll notice that his family plays along to get along just to keep the peace with him. That's why his family will back him up when he's cheating and doing other women dirty. When he abuses women, his family will back him. That's because his family has seen his violent temper. He's turned on his family and abused them, and they don't want that bad side to come out of him. So they will side with him even if he's in the wrong to play along, to get along with him. And they'll turn on you. They know you're an innocent girl. They know you've been violated, beat, bullied, abused, cheated on by this man. But they're always going to back up their family member. if he's an ex-convict, he's more than likely a sociopath. And those types of men have dysfunctional families, dysfunctional mamas and all that, backing them up on their bullshit, enabling them. So Diddy, his kids don't have a choice. I'm sure he's threatened them in the past and then spoiled them with gifts to make up for the abuse, the love bombing. The same way he does his women, like he did Cassie. He'll blow $500,000 on shopping sprees after he gets done beating her upside her head. You don't think he's done that with his children? You don't think he's bullied them, pimped them out, done horrible things, traumatized them, and then bought them gifts to make up for all the bad things he's done? Those children are traumatized, and we just have not heard their stories yet. Once he's locked up, I think Quincy will come forward. Quincy's got to play it cool. He's got to play it smart. I don't know about Christian. I think Christian is, just like his daddy. Christian might be another abuser in the making. We'll have to see. But I think Quincy's got to play it cool. He's got to protect his sisters right now. And he's probably worried about his own safety if he says something, like most victims that are scared to come forward. Give it some time, give it some grace. And once that man is locked up for good, oh yeah, I hear the children coming forward. They just need to know that he cannot hurt them ever again. And if he's locked up for life, and they become adults, yeah. We'll see. That's just my 2 cents.